Hey folks, Randy Go, Trout and Magnet Man with you here today. Today we're going to talk about a new rod I got in the mail last week from finessefishing.com. It's the Daiwa Iprimi 5'6" extra ultralight. This is the first extra ultralight rod I have owned. While it is not a high-end JDM rod, it's going to serve the purpose I bought it for very well. I bought just to have fun on smaller fish. Now, there's many days on the water, folks. You're going to get out there and you're not going to find the fish you're looking for. You're not. I have days where I go and all I can find, especially in the summertime, during the dog days of summer, a lot of times I can only find 5-inch bluegill, 6-inch bluegill. And while that's fun, catching them on an ultralight rod, you can have more fun. So that's why I got the extra ultralight. I have an extra ultralight rod, but it's nowhere near the fun this rod is, even though it's a better rod, it's more sensitive. But this rod will give you maximum fun on small fish. You're going to see in the video where I'm catching 4-inch bluegill. They got this rod doubled up. I'm talking about it's just a lot of fun to hook a fish on this rod. And so what that will do for me, I will keep this in the boat with me. And if I run up on one of those days where I'm not catching the fish I want to catch on my ultralights or my extra ultralight or my super ultralight, I will pull this out if I can find some 5-inch, 6-inch bluegill, and I will stay on them all day long. That's just a ton of fun, and I'm all about having fun. The older I get, the more fun I want to have. It's like I'm going backwards, folks. I'm going back to my childhood. Everything to me nowadays is just about having fun. I just want to have fun, and this is going to do it. Now, if I didn't mention it, this rod is not overly sensitive. It's got a 14% fiberglass content, with the other 84% being graphite. It's a very aesthetically pleasing rod with the Presso orange color that Daiwa was famous for. And so you'll notice that I have the Presso limited reel on here. With the orange variable ester monofilament line. This rod can really get into a good curve. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. I owned an Iprimi rod a couple of years back. I think it was the 6'6" model. I wasn't happy with it. At the time, it was all I had was high-end rods. I was disappointed in the sensitivity of it, but it was an ultralight rated rod, and I gave it away. I gave it away to a young man to introduce to ultralight angling, and he's still fishing with it to this day, from what his mother tells me, and he's having an absolute ball with it. But I said, you know, I didn't want that rod, so I got rid of it. And you know, I'm looking to have the fun, like I said, and so I said, okay, this will do it. I couldn't find another extra ultralight area trout rod. I couldn't find it, especially in the 5'6" length. Most area trout rods don't go under 6 feet, and I just couldn't find one. If I could find a high-end sub 6 foot extra ultralight area trout rod, I'd certainly buy it, but I don't know where to get one. But this rod, if you're watching the video, I have some clips of me catching 4-inch bluegill. You will see how this rod is just totally doubled up. I mean, it's doing all it can to get those fish in. And I'm not worried about catching, you know, bigger fish with it. You can get them in. As long as you're not in some current, you'll be fine. It'll be okay. But that's not exactly why I bought this rod. I bought it for small fish. Now, I know that seems kind of absurd. You want to go out chasing small fish. Well, it's not that I'm going out chasing small fish. I'm going out for the maximum amount of fun. And folks, look, everybody likes to catch big fish, myself included, but you won't always catch big fish. That ain't going to happen. So what do you do when you're on the water and all you can find is the smaller fish? Do you go home? Do you sit there and catch them with equipment that's obviously not going to give you the maximum amount of fun? What do you do? So I have got it all covered now, from a light, ultralight, extra ultralight, super ultralight, extra ultralight now. And so this rod will stay in the boat with me, and when I run up on one of those days where I'm only catching 5-inch bluegill, I say, okay, the heck with it, no need to go anywhere. Pull this rod out of the rod case, tie up a spoon on it, start having a ball. And you will see me fishing with this rod, and I can only imagine the first time I hook into some 8-inch bluegill with this rod, some 8-inch stalker trout. It's going to be an absolute ball. Now, I have not fished any jigs with this rod yet, just fished the spoons, the Daiwa Presso Eve spoons, 1.2 gram. It casts them coast to coast, as you can imagine, with this rod with this much flex in it. You don't want to overpower this rod when you're casting. There's no need to overpower it. It's just a little flick of the wrist and the lure will go. You overpower it, you get a lot of blurring in the rod, meaning the rod's shaking, and that will shorten your cast. It don't take much, just a flick of the wrist, and it's gone. I mean, it's gone. I can probably, I don't know how far I can cast a 1/2 gram with this, but it's going to cast a 1/2 gram probably further than any rod I've owned up to now. So anyway, I want to tell you all about the new rod, what I'm going to do with it, what my intentions are. I want to get out and fish as soon as I can. Unfortunately, the flooding for where I fish is just going on. I can't get below Normandy. They're putting out too much water there. I've got some 4.8 gram spoons. I need some 7 gram spoons to fish that water that deep, or that much current, and it's deeper too. Don't have any spoons that big. And below Nickajack, they're putting out 99,000 cubic feet a second. I might try to go up in the lake underneath the bridge. Just check it out to make sure that the lake is not just full of debris and mud, because Chickamauga's letting out the same amount that Nickajack is putting out. So I just got to check out the lake and see what it's like, but certainly can't fish below the dam, not yet. And boy, I'm wanting to get in there, because I can tell you from experience, from years past, right now, fish are stacked up below that dam. At least they have been for years, and I'm hoping that's the case. As soon as I can get there, you better believe I'm going to go there. Hope all of you are doing well. I hope all of you are safe and healthy. I hope you're getting to fish wherever you're at if you can. It's always good to go fishing. So until next time, folks, soar lip 'em all, and life is good.
Hey everybody, it's Randy Gold, Trout Magnet Man with you here. Today, down here at VFW Lake, was thinking maybe the bluegill would come up to get a little sunshine, warm up a little bit in this shallow water. They have in the past, so that's why I'm down here. Plus all my other spots are blowed out from the flooding. So made the drive down here to see what I can do. Today, I've got the new Daiwa Iprimi 5'6" extra ultralight. Gonna be fishing some micro spoons with it. This is a, I forget the name of this one. It's the Eve, the Daiwa Eve spoon. Gonna see what we can get. Got a number 8 hook on it. This rod ought to give you a whole lot of fun, so let's go along and see what we can get, folks. Go. Here we go, folks. That felt good. This is Mr. Bass, what this is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, a lot of fun. A lot of fun on little fish. Let me don't want to be boat lifting nothing with this rod hardly. Here we go. Here we go. That's a chunky little largemouth. All right. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now this fish right here, folks. Get over here out of the sun. Oops. Come here. Come here. I'm going to get this one. I let that other one get away. This fish right here. That's a 4-inch bluegill. Maybe 5, but no, I don't even think he's 5. 4-inch bluegill give me fun on this rod. Yes, sir. All right. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a lot of fun. Look here. I want to show you what's putting the bend in this rod. It don't take much with this rod to give you some fun now. This is going to be a game changer for me. Look here. Look here. This fish. Yes, sir. This rod could be a game changer when the day is slow and ain't nothing but little things around. Yes, sir. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yes, sir. This is just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yes, sir. And this is another 4-inch bluegill. I ain't even got no 5 inches, 6 inches yet, I don't think. Get that out of there. Now that fish, that's let's see, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4.5 inches. But now that'd give me fun on that rod. Yes, sir. Man, oh man. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Here we go. That's just too much fun. Yes, sir. This is just a lot of fun. Yeah, you can see that joker. That's that's still about a 4.5-inch fish. Hope you're getting that on the camera, that sunlight.